Exactly. And this is the thing. No, when you've got players of that caliber, that sort of experience, the managers have got to tell defenders, and then they've got to drum it in. You know, don't do something ridiculous. Don't allow the referee to make a decision.
Yeah, but what about the one today? I didn't see the one today. Do you want to just talk me through? What was that? A foul? Was it handball?
So he megs the defender.
Oh, the handball.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was a handball. Yeah, okay,
So
I saw
about
that.
2 minutes later, they decided.
Right,
it was
so I
handball.
saw that, and then I think Ruben Diaz got a yellow card for protesting,
Yep.
saying,
It was
you
a
know, you need
corner.
to have a look. And then he went for corner. I thought, right, no pen, and I left the house.
Yeah, so did
which
I.
is why I made the show just about in
Yeah,
time. But
hence-
okay, so that was a penalty.
Yeah, because I was listening to it on the radio on the way in.
The VAR asked the referee to go have a look. I thought it was a penalty because I mean, I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, intention has nothing to do with it, because you had Ali McCoy going on about intention, right? And there's a bit about oblique intention, but we were. But you know, you've denied him a goal scoring opportunity. That's the issue, isn't it?
But it's not in an unnatural position. He's falling down, and it's like it's behind his hands behind his back.
His hands, but he's actually, because if he didn't touch it, the ball, him and the ball would go through, and he'd have a shot on goal.
Yeah, the fact is,
Yeah, but that's like
he's been
goal.
nutmegged.
No.
He's been
Yeah,
nutmegged.
no, but he's on the floor.
The ball's gone past him.
Yeah,
And
but
if it weren't for
the
his
goal
hand,
today, which was the game? Was it the Siberia game? I can't remember which one. Where it came down, he hit his hand, and the other player scored, and they allowed that.
Siberia.
Serbia. Sorry, got the wrong one.
So we'll look out for Serbia. But yeah, Serbia. Who got the penalty in the
I think
Serbia?
was it Serbia? No, someone. It was from a corner, hit a hand. The other player scored, and they didn't give it a handball because he didn't score. Because they deflected off his hand, because his team member scored, they gave it as a goal rather than a free kick to the defending team.
That was the Cameroon game.
Was
yeah?
that the Cameroon game? I'm not sure which game it was.
Yeah, it was the Cameroon game. The Cameroon game. I mean, we had some fantastic games this morning, didn't we? We had Cameroon, Serbia 6 games. Korea, Ghana 5 goals. 5 goals in the Korea, Ghana match. And we didn't quite get treated to a goal fest in the afternoon and evening game with Brazil, Switzerland, and Portugal, Uruguay. But the one game that I was a little bit disappointed in was the game last night, the Spain-Germany match.
Yeah, it started off well. First 10-15 minutes, Spain were looking really good. And then
what was disappointing about it, Image?
Just the fact that I felt like Spain were on the verge of like pushing away from the rest of the crowd, exposing a genuine, top team with their superior football and dominating them. But that didn't happen.
Image, any team that has got a choice between Ferran Torres and Alvaro Morata up front is going to... I'm sorry, that's just not... it's not the team that they had before where they could afford to play without a striker. This team isn't as good as their previous teams that need a striker. I know Morata came on and scored, but...
Scored a fantastic goal.
They're just too wasteful, I think.
Image. It's not David Villa. The Spain used to play David Villa off the flanks, right? And he used to score shed load of goals for them. The thing is, Spain have got a particular style of play. They play that way. They keep the ball. It's tiki-taka, even though that was created in Pakistan, as we all know now.
Yes, apparently tiki-taka was originated from Pakistan. That was a funny story. But 2 substitutions, 2 goals. The substitution for Germany was a guy named Fulkrug.
Fulcrum.
Yeah,
Fulcrum.
He's only just got his debut, isn't he?
Only got his debut for the German team 11 days ago.
How old is he? Was he 29?
He looks old. I don't know. He looks old. He doesn't look like the kind of guy that would just be getting his debut. But he took the ball off of I forget the guy's name. Remind me, the German man of the match, Musiala, yeah, who was looking fantastic, but he had a similar chance in a similar position and just didn't quite have the composure or the power. And Fulkrug just comes and thumps it, doesn't he?
Yeah, when Musiala was through, he should have squared it. But it's interesting. I don't know whether you saw Roy Keane talking about Musiala. He said he goes, yeah, I'm glad England got a taste of their own medicine there after what happened with what they did with Declan Rice and Jack Grealish.
I don't understand
that.
No, but
Musiala was in.
Just to make the point like Bid's saying, Musiala, Bellingham, Gavi, Pedri, those 4 to be watched over the next 3-4 years. It's going to be like we're going about Messi and Ronaldo. Those 4 we'll be watching for the next 10 years and just waxing lyrical about them.
That's a big call. Big call. I mean, he was good. He was very good.
Yeah.
Go on, Bidan.
I
Sorry.
don't think Bellingham is still in the league of. I think Pedri's probably one for me. Then Gavi. Then I think Musiala, and it's a big drop to Bellingham. But sorry, Ian, it's just to say, Musiala would play for England under 21s.
Oh,
under 16s.
no.
I remember seeing him playing for England under 21s at a game at Wolverhampton. And then, 10 days later, he switched allegiance to Germany. So Roy Keane was like, yeah, he was laughing about it when Mark Pugac was bemoaning England's luck.
Oh, that's
was that one that showed a picture of them and kids where they were playing together?
I would say that Bellingham I mean, put it aside from the hype of the English media, he's doing it in the Bundesliga, fair enough, but he's more importantly doing it in the UCL. And that's the thing. If you can do it in the Champions League.
You're talking about Bellingham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Look, I don't necessarily agree with what Bid's is saying. I think Bellingham's got a lot of time. He's still very young, and he's a standout midfielder for England when he's on his game. He's going to be inconsistent. He wasn't great against the US, but then who was?
Have you heard that they
Great
might be
place to have,
playing Hendo tomorrow?
Say that again.
They might be playing Hardman Hendo instead of Bellingham tomorrow. That's the rumours.
That's the big story about tomorrow, is it?
Against Wales.
Apparently he's dropping Bellingham and he's going to be playing Henderson. Oh my God.
Yes, we did hear that. Oh my God, under your breath, Rashid. I mean, the big one is Foden, isn't it? And I know sometimes we go over the top, but you know me as well. I mean, you've heard it from me as well, Sadat. I've been an admirer for literally every time he has a good game, I'll highlight it and say, look, this guy's just phenomenal.
So he's
on the same pitch as Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, and he doesn't look out of place. He doesn't look like he's the weaker of the three when he plays for City. So that's the big shout, and I don't like Southgate being coy, saying he's got a big part to play in this tournament. Shut up. Just say you're going to start him or you're going to play him. I mean, why is he hiding behind his words? What do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's like you say. I mean, cop out, and it's just like it's a big squad. We've got a big tournament. We need to play our players. You play your best players straight away. I mean, why is he sticking with Kane when he's half injured?
He's the best young player in the Premier League. He won the young player, the best young player for 2 seasons running now. Foden has, and I'm a United fan, right? So why would I back a City fan? But the reality is, what's right is right. The evidence is there. He's been voted best young player for 2 seasons running, and Southgate doesn't rate him. Maybe it's like the Hoddle. It's like Glenn Hoddle all over again. Yeah.
Just Rashid, what do you think about Kane? Do you reckon he'll be rested tomorrow, or do you reckon he starts?
Depends if he swears on his daughter's life. No, I don't know. I mean, he'll start. He's England captain, so Southgate's going to start him no matter what. I mean, he's not going to play Callum Wilson because Callum Wilson could get injured as soon as he comes on. As soon as he starts 30 seconds in, Wilson will get injured. So he'll play Kane no matter what. The thing is Kane 100% or not?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you start Kane, you say because he's captain, but if he's not 100% and he's England's best striker, you start him, you win 3 or 4-0, but he gets injured and he's out for the next 2 games.
And also what you said the other day, Sadat, about how Callum Wilson comes in, scores 2 goals against Wales and could potentially do that. Do you change a winning formula going into the knockout stages? So, maybe he doesn't want to give himself that headache. Right, we're going to move on to player quiz. Rashid is absolutely dominating. I don't think Junaid Khalil's online. I've not seen any texts from him. So I think Rashid, it's you versus Bidan versus Sadat. Just shout the name of the team.
I'll just say Siberia.
You're just going to say Siberia. Just shout the name of the team when you think you know it. The first player is Gaku Shibasaki.
Say that again.
Japan.
Obviously, Bidan got that right. Gaku Shibasaki of Japan, midfielder. Ayman Barkok.
Who?
Sorry.
Ayman Barkok.
Morocco.
Correct. How'd you get that?
No.
No, seriously, how'd you get that?
I thought you were pronouncing it incorrectly, like they were doing. Who was the player today? Abu Bakr. They were pronouncing that completely wrong.
Abu Bakr, yeah. What a finish by Abu Bakr.
I know.
We'll come back to that. Let me finish these cards. Mohammed Ali Ben Ramdani.
Iran?
No.
Saudi Arabia?
No.
Tunisia.
Morocco.
Tunisia.
Yeah.
Sadat, you are on a roll today. What's going on?
I said Tunisia.
Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you said
it's
Iran.
all right, mate. All right.
Sorry. I thought you said Iran. Didn't you say Iran?
You said Iran. He did.
I said Iran, then I said Tunisia.
No, once you get it wrong, you're like beat
Yeah.
down it. You're like out. Once you got it wrong, you're out.
frozen.
Next one. This one's going to be fastest to the buzzer, really. Toby Alderweireld.
Denmark.
Belgium.
Bitsy with Belgium. And the final one, Andreas Skovolsen.
Denmark.
Yeah, that is Denmark. You jumped the gun. You jumped the gun with Denmark. That's a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for doing that with me. And I don't think I've got any repeats, which is brilliant. I'm getting more and more repeats, obviously, as you would expect.
Do you reckon you get that complete before the World Cup?
No, zero chance. There's guaranteed like a few stickers that there's no way you're going to get unless you have to order them in. So, yeah, Abu Bakr, what a goal. Rashid, you thought that he thought he was offside. That's why he was so petulant in his finish.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, no, he looked offside, and
He didn't celebrate.
When he when he kicked it, he didn't celebrate. He just stood there, like not saying anything because he thought. And everybody, none of the Cameroon players either celebrated either.
Yeah,
That's such a
And the
shame.
linesman he flagged, didn't he?
Yeah, and then it got flagged, and then he went to VAR, and then as soon as the referee said goal, he put both his hands on there, like, oh my God, what have I done?
No, because it was brilliant, wasn't it? He went clear down the right, faked to shoot, sold the defender, keepers closed him down brilliantly. He's got like maybe 2 meters of
Scooped
separation.
him.
And then he just scooped it over the top. It reminded me of the
Poborski?
Karol Poborski goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that in the Euros?
It was in Euros, I think. That was in the Euros.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
But I think this was even better because the keeper was a little bit closer to him. But then maybe he was so relaxed and that's why he did it. If he thought he was in play, maybe he wouldn't have been able to execute, which is a shame. But that was a really good goal.
It was a brilliant goal. He had a brilliant performance, and then he was the one that cut in, beat the man and squared the ball to Choupo-Moting, and he got the equaliser, made it 3-3.
Yeah, that was another great breakaway goal. I mean, Cameroon, they're in the same group as Brazil, aren't they?
He was the main starter for Cameroon before, but he had a bust up or something with the manager, and then they didn't start him.
Choupo-Moting?
No, Abu Bakr.
Oh, okay.
And now obviously he's back in, and they're saying, well, he's their main player. He should have been started from the first game.
Yeah. So, I mean, Cameroon are 1 point now, I think. They lost their first
Is it
game.
Portugal now?
No, they play Brazil, don't they?
No, sorry, Brazil. Yeah, they play Brazil. Who's sorry.
Yeah, so it looks like Cameroon have run their race. But
Well, no, but Brazil are through, aren't they?
yeah, but come on.
No, it's last
Come on.
game. They're going to rest their players.
At worst, I think, yeah, Brazil draw.
No, Brazil won't rest the country.
Bidan, what do you reckon?
Sorry, say that again. Actually, I just read something on Twitter. It's a really funny joke about Germany. But yeah, go on.
Cameroon, Brazil. Do you think Cameroon have got a chance of winning that game, given Brazil are already through?
No, I think Brazil. You know what Brazil are like. Even if they're through, it'll just be a procession, won't it? It'll just be samba football. Everyone just clicking, and I think that
They didn't look great
Brazil,
against Switzerland.
Yeah, they did.
They did. I thought they did. I thought they did. They were missing the magic ingredient of Neymar. All of you guys saying, "Oh, Neymar being injured is a good thing."
Played a block.
You want players like Neymar on the pitch. You want to enjoy watching the game.
But he didn't. For some reason, he's not playing Bruno Guimaraes. I don't understand that. I think anybody that we all watch the Premier League, right? We can't understand how the heck Bruno Guimaraes isn't playing, because you think Casemiro and Bruno Guimaraes. Oh my God. That's just a fantastic pivot.
Yeah, well, he's gone with Fred, hasn't he, instead?
No, he went.
Casemiro and Fred, wasn't it?
And Paqueta. He went with Paqueta today.
Yeah, Paqueta, Fred, and Casemiro with the three midfield. Richarlison, Rafinha, and Vinicius. With decent effect, I think. But there's that bit of magic just missing in it. When I don't know, maybe I don't know. I like my football so
spark,
way.
isn't it?
Sorry?
It's just electricity. It's just that spark that's missing, just that electricity.
It is. He's the one that makes them electric. You're absolutely right.
It's the best start Brazil have had since they last won the World Cup, I think.
Okay, they're looking good. The other game, which was an amazing game to watch, South Korea vs Ghana. What a game! 3-2 in the end. Ghana went 2-0 up in the first half. South Korea came out quick out of the blocks in the second half. But then, I mean, do you think they must have got the hairdryer treatment at half time?
Mate, I didn't see the game. I have to confess, I did not.
Rashid, did you follow it?
Yeah, I was watching it. I mean, you have to say kudos to Ghana, right?
Yeah, fair play to Ghana. I mean,
Well,
Kudos.
yeah.
the goal scorer was called Kudos.
He won, he got 2 goals, didn't he? But definitely kudos to Ghana. But Ghana looked really, really good. Firstly, the fact that, they went 2-0 up. And secondly, the fact that when it went 2-2, South Korea were all over them. South Korea looked like they were going to be the only team that's going to win. So for Ghana to pick themselves up again and get the winning goal.
Well, Korea started much stronger out of the two. The first 10, 15 minutes, it looked like, they had about 10 corners, I think, in the first 15 minutes or so. They were really attacking, but then all of a sudden Ghana got the goal and they were playing and it was all Ghana. And then out of nowhere in the second half, Korea came back, smashed 2 goals, and it was end-to-end stuff.
Rashid, you were struggling with the guy who got the assist for Cho's 2 goals.
Kim.
Yeah. We didn't know which Kim it was.
it was one was Lee, one was Kim, 2 assists. It doesn't really matter, but the goals were really well worked, weren't they? Especially the second one. The crossing by South Korea was just on a different level.
Yeah,
and
no, it was the header. That header was like, I mean, you'd have to say he was like from the Alan Shearer in his heyday.
I was going to say Ronaldo-esque.
Yeah, no, it was just 2 amazing headed goals. But then after that, Ghana did so well because the Koreans was whipping balls in. They were getting the ball out wide left, right? And then he kept whipping the balls in, and they just were able to just last-ditch clearances. What the Ghanaians did was amazing. And I have to say, Mohamed Kudus, I mean, he plays for Ajax. He's only 22. Everton wanted him on loan at the start of the season. Thank God he didn't go to Everton, right? He's got 4 goals and 2 assists in the Champions League already. He's got a couple of goals in the World Cup, and he's an absolute baller.
I have to ask you though. I don't think he's one of the players that you've mentioned though.
No, but I mean, no, I remember posting on our group about Everton wanting him, but on our group with me and Bidsy are on.
Yeah, got it, yeah.
But what about Rashid talking about Milinkovic-Savic again? Like he seems to have been linked to United for the past 5 years, and no one's taken a punt on him. Why do you think that is?
It's an interesting one. I mean, he was very, very silky, wasn't he? He looked like a technician, almost Luka Modric style, and very, very composed. What did he get? Did he get an assist and a goal, or just an assist?
Huge as well.
Yeah, I think he scored, and he got Well, I think he was a key pass because he was
the double barrel Milinkovic guy.
Oh.
Sergei Milinkovic-Savic he plays for Lazio, and he's 6'3", really physically powerful, but also he's actually quite decent on the deck. And then the problem is when you're playing for clubs like Lazio or what do you call it, Napoli, they don't let you go right till the end, i.e. for somebody Koulibaly. And that's what's kind of happening with Milinkovic-Savic. No one's coming in for him because Lazio want obscene money for him.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. He looks like a real player. Today was the last day that we have early morning games.
Oh, is it?
And 1 p.m. games as well, and no more 4 p.m. games. I think.
Has everyone played 2 games now?
3 p.m. and 7 p.m. UK time.
Final round, so no, you can't do anything dodgy, like some European teams used to do back in the 80s and the 70s, but they'd manipulate the results in final day game, so they got the results and knock out the other countries.
It was that one game, wasn't it? I can't remember who played, but
they just played out stupid.
They just played at 1-1 and they were both through. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But tomorrow, I mean,
3 and 7, aren't they now?
Yeah, 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock. The first 2 games: Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands, Qatar. So what's the current situation then with that?
So Qatar are out. So that's a dead rubber.
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
Ecuador versus Senegal and Netherlands versus Qatar.
And do we play the winners of this, or do England play the winners?
If England are the winners, they play the runner-up.
Yeah, it's Group A versus Group
B. England will play the runners. I think England will probably end up playing the winners of Ecuador and Senegal. The winners of Ecuador and Senegal will most likely finish second, and obviously then the Netherlands will absolutely batter Qatar, and so the Netherlands will finish first. So the key game to watch is Ecuador, Senegal. The winners of that will finish second. in the group.
Yeah, I agree. I think Netherlands, Qatar, you kind of give Netherlands a bye there, don't you? Qatar haven't been fantastic in this World Cup. So Ecuador, Senegal is definitely the game to watch.
I think Netherlands guaranteed top spot already before that game, haven't they? Did they win?
No,
I can't remember
no,
what the results were. They won one game and drawn one game, is it then?
They've won one, drawn one. They'll
Okay.
probably win tomorrow, and
Okay,
they'll probably
fine.
just get 7 points. And then, the group that we're all interested in. And I think the game to watch here, again, you're going to say, Rashid, is Iran-USA.
Oh, without
Without a doubt.
It's the most politically loaded game in the history of World Cup football. I mean, even the '98 game between those two countries was actually nice because there was a détente between the two, and so they were all exchanging flowers that game.
Yeah, there was bouquets.
But you see the press conferences and what the Americans tweeted out about the Iranian flag and
don't you think Bidan, don't you think it's quite ironic that Iran are sitting pretty on 3 points, USA have got 2 points. Iran's got something that the USA wants, so the USA have to attack them.
Yes, I agree with you. But yeah, look, to be honest with you, I work for an American company, and there's a few football fans there, and they seem to think it's a given they're going to beat Iran, and I'm like, guys, no. They were bad against England, but Wales drew 1-1. With
the USA
and caused them problems in the second half. So for me, Iran, I think they're going to beat it. I could see Iran winning that game.
I think Iran will be more up for it than anything else, especially after what the Americans have been.
Yeah.
The World Cup is in Qatar. All the fans are going to be rooting for Iran, are they? They're going to have a massive contingent of fans there, and I'm sure the USA is not the most popular team in the Qatar World Cup. So the atmosphere is going to be electric.
Electric.
He's right going to be there. Sorry.
So we've only got a minute and a bit to go. So before we do, just give me predictions on the England game
I think
tomorrow.
England will smash Wales.
Score
4-1.
4-1. Bidan,
Yeah.
what do you reckon?
I don't know. It might be a draw, I don't know. I've got no faith in England at the moment, but
I think because Wales have to attack.
All right, I'll go 2-0 England then.
2-0 England, 4-1 England. Rashid?
2-1 England. For me, it's 2-1 England. I think Wales will put a shift in, but England's quality will eventually tell, I think, and then it will be 2-1. I don't think it'll be 4-0.
Yeah.
I'd love it. It'd be great if it is 4-0, but yeah.
Yeah.
To Wales?
I just hope Gareth Southgate uses his squad a little bit. I hope he rotates a little bit. I hope we get to see Trent, man. I want to see Trent. He's literally a generational player.
What's prediction on Iran and USA one then?
Iran, USA, I think Iran will win as well. Bidan thinks Iran's going to win.
Score.
Rashid, you think Iran's going to win?
Yes, I think Iran probably
You think Iran's going to win?
Yeah, 2-1.
Are we
Just
all...
a quick question.
Go on. You got 10 seconds.
If we bring in Foden, where do you play him? Centre mid or off the left?
Yeah, let's put him number 10 for me. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Thank you for listening. And I hope you all enjoy the World Cup tomorrow and over the next few days. We'll be back soon. Assalamu alaikum.